I'm personally going to go for a 2-0 Newcastle.
We're Newcastle and we're going to win the league. We're going to win the league. We're going to win the league. We are. Hello everybody, welcome to Newcastle Fans TV. And as you've just seen there, that was Will who got his predictions spot on the preview last night. So really well done. If you're wondering why I'm not my Toon shirt and that, I've been a hectic day with Sky Sports, dealing with 250 kids, volunteering, pedalling 15 miles, 3 hours sleep. I'm really tired, but I'm just running on adrenaline. Another fantastic win by Newcastle. That's what we're here to talk about. The fans, we're going to start there with the support was just unreal. 6,000 again to Yorkshire. It's phenomenal. We filled out a third of the ground, which is bonkers. That's like I don't know what, like 17,000 off the top of my head coming to St James Park away fans. It's mad. So massive shout out to the fans, as you see there. Also, I've got a massive thank you to Paul Rutter, who's been sending me photos and clips from the match experience. I've selected the best ones. Here it is just before kick-off, Paul's video. So the fans in great spirit. So what we're going to do now is going to look at the lineup which Rafa selected using a couple of Paul's photos that he's done. So looking at the lineup then, right, surprises then, there was 3 changes. The biggest surprise, some people might say, which is the Alexander Mitrovic not on the side again, but will he change a winning side up front? No, because Gayle is literally on fire. We'll come on to Mitrovic towards the end of the video. So he went with Darlow, Nita was at right back, Lascelles, Clark in the middle, and then he went with Dummett. So the back 5 were keep the place, which is a little bit surprising. I thought he might change the centre back. He might change one of them. He went Richie come in, which that was expected because he obviously had illness. You brought in Hayden instead of Colback, and then he kept Shelvey's undroppable at the moment. And he's kept Gouffran on the left side. Atwood returning at the bench. You brought in Diarmi. Perez was pretty disappointing on the weekend at home, so you brought in Diarmi, and then Gayle, which is he's unstoppable at the minute. You cannot drop him. So that's the lineup, and so let's get on to the game then. Well, kind of how can we do a report? Because the first half was awful. It was pretty awful, that first half. Barnsley especially were getting in the faces of Shelvey and Hayden. Now I was watching this on like a dodgy stream. It wasn't the greatest one, I have to admit. So they were getting in the faces of Hayden, Shelvey. They just weren't dictating the play. Newcastle couldn't really get a hold of the game. I know that Hurahan went close in the first 15 minutes with a volley, but it was really frustrating. Going into roughly about half an hour, Gayle had a chance when he flicked it over from Richie's cross, and he tried the spectacular overhead kick, but it was just poor. Going into half time, Gayle had another drive from 30 yards from a free kick, a couple of another spectacular effort which was miles off. It was pretty average. Fans were singing for Meatro and everybody, which I would expect because Newcastle weren't having any joy at all. And Rafa got them in the dressing room at half time. Words would have been exchanged. And we're going to goal this straight away within 4 minutes from the restart. Matt Ritchie went to take the corner from the right hand side. The cross comes in, bit of pinball action going on there, and looked like a penalty possibly from Clark goes down. Hayden pokes at it. Diarmi miss kicks, and there's Gayle from 2 yards out, pokes it home. Newcastle 1-0 up. A fantastic restart. So Newcastle 1-0 up, and then roughly about 10 minutes later, Rafa changed the system a little bit around. He went to a counter-attack system. So it was about on the hour mark, Newcastle started going the counter. So we're sitting a little bit deeper. So we're bringing Barnsley on to us so we can hit them. And ironically, roughly it was 63rd minute, I believe, we got that second goal from a counter-attack. Matt Ritchie, again, who's involved in the play. He has the ball roughly around the halfway line, clips it over to Gayle. Gayle's running through. We know he's got pace. Very brave. I think the Barnsley's keeper needs to do a little bit better for me. But he lops it over the goalkeeper. Gayle's off celebrating. Newcastle are 2-0 up. Starting to look a lot more comfortable, you know. So we went 2-0 up. And then it was kind of like just seeing the game out. Newcastle sat a lot more. I know we had double amounts of shots, but It was pretty even up until half time. Second half, Newcastle, for a good 25-minute spell, dominated and got the goals when we're on top, which is key, which is very, very key. Matt Ritchie come off. He was outstanding. He got a standing ovation when Atsu come on in the 82nd minute. So all in all, he had a great game. Also, Dwight Gayle is going to get man of the match plaudits. We know that. So Gayle and Ritchie for me is the two standouts. Again, the defence maybe, yeah, because I've kept another clean sheet. You kind of change that back five, but it's Rafa. You might change it on the weekend. So all in all, another fantastic result. And as you see now, we're top of the league. We are top of the league. So we're top of the league now. So we've gone above Norwich. Obviously, it's still early days, but it's nice. We're first time we're there all season. You kind of take this optimism away from it. Enjoy it. Enjoy that we're playing football really well. Enjoy that we're top of the league, because I'm going to enjoy it for a few days. Even if we've got a draw or, God forsake, a defeat on the weekend, just enjoy being top of the league. It's just nice to see, because it's took a while to get there. We've steadily got there, you know. So all in all, a great result. I don't want to turn too much onto a negative. Mitrovic's not playing again. I have to bring it up because the papers are going to bring it up. The local media is going to bring it up. Twitter will be talking about it in the next day or two. Mitrovic's no action again. I had a conversation with somebody on Twitter about it, saying that it could turn into a problem if Mitrovic isn't getting any game time. I think you have to play Gayle. It's certain. I think Rafa likes the number 10 role, whether it's Prez or Diarmi. He's keep mixing the two. Whether he mixes it up and brings Mitrovic as a striker alongside Gayle and changes the way the formation and the tactic plays, because Rafa likes that link from midfield to attack. I can't see that happening just yet, especially when we're winning. So unfortunately, Mitrovic probably will be on the bench on the weekend, because everybody wants to see him because he's so passionate. And we've seen it when he come on against Norwich. Just his presence changed the game. I know Gayle got the hat-trick and he got the headlines and everything. But we'll have to wait for Mitrovic. Me personally, I'd like to see him giving it about 15 to 20 minutes, a bit more game time. We know the games are coming thick and fast. We know we've got Preston in the League Cup after the weekend, so you'll probably get a full 90 there. But all in all, again, I'm just going to go back to the fans. I'm going to go back to Paul's video. Have a look at this a full time. Fantastic, wasn't it? Absolutely fantastic. So if you're new at the channel, subscribe. Daily videos here. Me and Will run loads of videos every day. And obviously jump on our Facebook page, and Google page, and obviously Twitter as well. Fantastic. We're top of the league. Thank you very much for watching. See you later.